Look, insurance sucks. I'll just make it suck less. I'm a health insurance hustler. Bradley Hannon's the name.
This is health insurance terms defined, right? I know you hear all kinds of terms all the time: HMO, PPO, EPO, co-insurance, co-payment, max out of pocket. I know you hear them all the time. This is health insurance defined. This is just going to be the terminology that us agents and brokers, remember, this is for agents and consumers. So whether you're buying a plan for the first time or maybe you've never really knew what you were buying and you're trying to learn a little bit more about what exactly you're paying for, or you're an agent and you're trying to figure out, hey, what's the best plan for my client? I don't even know what an EPO is. I'm new. I know that sometimes we get thrown into this, and this is back to the basics. So we want to talk about the different terms, right? The first thing that I want to cover is premium. Okay, what's a premium? A premium is what you pay the insurance company to actually cover you. So your premium, meaning if you're paying a monthly payment of, let's say, $200 a month, okay, that is your premium. Okay, you wouldn't believe how many times I talk to somebody and they don't know the difference between a premium and a copay. Let's talk about that. A copay, usually something like, we'll just say $40 or $60 for a specialist, okay? That is what you pay when you go to the doctor. So a copay can be something, again, like $40 for a primary care. So when you go to your primary care physician, you pay a $40 copay. The insurance company pays the rest. That $40 is going towards your deductible. What's a deductible? Okay. A lot of times you get deductible and premium mixed up. I was literally just talking to somebody earlier that says I'm on a plan that has a deductible of X, and it was actually the premium they were talking about. So this gets confused often. Average deductible is going to be, unfortunately in this country right now, somewhere around $7,000. 300, all the way, it could be up to 8,000. You work with a broker, we're going to find you the best solution with the lowest deductible. We'll just say 7,000. That is what you pay before the insurance company pays your bill, starts to pay your bills. Okay, and the reason why I say starts is because in between deductible, okay, and I'm going to define the second one first. So in between deductible and max out of pocket, or sometimes out of pocket maximum, max out of pocket, okay, let's say that the $7,300 is your deductible, and let's just say for the sake of math that $8,000, okay, is your maximum out of pocket. Okay, the reason for that $700 difference is because between your deductible and your max out of pocket, you have what's called co-insurance. And again, for the sake of math, we're just going to go 80-20. Okay, so you've got your deductible at $7,300. You got your max out of pocket at $8,000. So that means if you've got $10,000 worth of medical bills, you're going to first pay the $7,300, then you're going to pay the 20% until you've reached $8,000 out of your own pocket. So you're going to pay that additional $700 right here, and then you've hit your maximum out of pocket. Now the insurance company is paying 100%. So now the insurance company is on the hook for 100%. Your max out of pocket's been met. Everything else generally should be covered. Okay, great terminology to know there. If you learn just that, I can promise you, better, more than 90% of the people you're going to talk to. So let's define some other terms here. Okay, I want to talk about network real quick. There's a bunch of different kinds of networks, really three main ones you're going to see. An HMO, okay, this is a health maintenance organization, right? Health maintenance organization. So that means that you can go to the doctors that are in that HMO network, okay? They're within the health maintenance organization. But if you go out of it, you have no coverage. So I'm going to put no out of net. So generally speaking, an HMO, unless it's life-threatening sometimes, you will not have coverage out of network. That's extremely important to know if you travel. Okay? EPO, that is slightly bigger than an HMO. That is an exclusive provider organization. So an EPO is exclusive provider organization, slightly bigger, okay, than an HMO. And the biggest difference between, the other thing about an HMO is you need a referral to see a specialist. But with an EPO, no referral needed. So I'm going to write no referral next to the EPO. With an EPO, no referral needed. That's some horrible handwriting. I'm a lot better at writing insurance than I am at writing on a whiteboard, but EPO is an exclusive provider organization. You do not need a referral to see a specialist, but still a lot of times, no out-of-network coverage, okay? A PPO is the largest of the three, okay? That is a preferred provider organization, and I'm just gonna write anywhere because technically speaking, a PPO is going to cover you across the country for the most part. You're gonna get a benefit from going in network. You're gonna receive a network discount, okay? So a network discount is the pre-negotiated discount between the provider and the network. So I'll give you an example. I'm on a plan that has an Aetna PPO network, okay? Dr. Smith over here and Aetna PPO network have a contract that says that Dr. Smith can only charge X amount of dollars for whatever covered medical service. That is the pre-negotiated rate that you're going to get going in network with really any of these, but specifically a PPO, you're going to be rewarded going in network, but you still have coverage out of network. If you're traveling, okay, if you're traveling across the US, that is the best network to have, is a PPO network. Okay, some other terms that you might hear. HSA is a common one. HSA is a health savings account. And when you're going to hear this term, it's usually used in the form of an HSA plan. Okay, and an HSA plan is just a plan that qualifies to open a health savings account. The cool thing is if you don't have a plan that qualifies for a health savings account, I have an awesome plan, okay, that's similar to a health savings account that is going to give you a benefit as you contribute to that plan and give you a card to use for medical expenses. Even things like cosmetic or elective surgeries will be covered on the plan that I'm mentioning. The other one is an FSA. Okay, you're usually hearing this more so with employer coverage, but it's a flexible spending account, similar to an HSA. And then I covered this in the previous video, but in case you didn't see this, this is going to be some of the most important ones, right? ACA. What does that stand for? You hear it on the news all the time. You hear people talking about it. ACA is Affordable Care Act. Whoops, Care Act. And that is commonly referred to as Obamacare, or sometimes people call it Marketplace. They may just call it Major Med, but those are all referring to the ACA, which is the Affordable Care Act. And then one other term that goes along with the ACA is a QLE, which is a qualifying life event, okay? There's an open enrollment period for ACA, Affordable Care Act, Obamacare, Major Medical. There's an open enrollment period. I covered that in the previous video. If you haven't seen it, you want to check that out. But as we're doing this, you realize, man, there's a lot of terms when it comes to health insurance. So it's no wonder why it's so confusing. I like to say insurance sucks. I just make it suck a little bit less. And of course, I understand that insurance doesn't actually suck. What sucks is when you have it, you don't use it, you've been paying all these bills all that time, and it kind of feels like it's for nothing. But on the other side, when you do go to use it, it's a darn good thing you have it. Just think of, your auto insurance, your homeowner's insurance, even health insurance. If you ever wound up in the hospital and you didn't have to pay all of your medical bills, you understand the value in covering yourself with health insurance. So I hope this helps, and look out for more videos that are going to help you choose the right plan for you and your family, or if you're an agent, you and your client.